because Hearthstone is coming to Diablo Immortal very soon, which I know is a very exciting thing for many Hearthstone fans. Let's make this a little bit bigger for all of you to see. This is going to be coming on July 30th. And there's a lot of stuff. Now, some of these things we've covered here on the channel already, but this is all official coming from Blizzard this time around. So, gather around for Heroes of the Hearth. And I'm going to summarize a bunch of these things so we don't have to just sit and read through everything. But essentially, you're going to be getting these powerful cards to bolster your greatness. These cards are going to give you buffs. I've said it before. These buffs kind of feel like legendary gem buffs. It's actually quite nice, and I think it's going to be really cool, but it's only usable during the events that are going on. We'll get into more of that. Now, it does give us all of the breakdowns here. I've done videos breaking down the different changes that you're coming here. So the mage, for example, polymorph is a common one. You have a chance to transform nearby enemies into yaks. Polymorphed enemies take increased damage. There's also epic versions, such as Ice Block. Instead of dying, become immune to damage. Heal yourself and release a blast of ice, dealing damage to and freezing nearby enemies. Now, I don't want to go through all of these. I'm going to just kind of scroll through. You guys can pause if there's something that you want to read, because this is something that I've done in a previous video when this information was put out over in a Chinese version. So all of this type of stuff is kind of, it's been out there on my channel already. Now, we also have earn a special Hearthstone card back. Okay, we get a cool little graphic on the back of the cards. Kind of cool. Kind of don't care too much about that one either. This one is log into Diablo Immortal on a character that is level 10 and has completed the tutorial. So basically, anybody can do it. Now, we're all about the rewards that we get from events, right? When you log in during the Heroes of the Hearth event, illustrious rewards will be yours to claim. You'll receive a 2-star Mana Flux legendary gem, 10 legendary crests, the Azure Serpent portal cosmetic, and the Amethyst Longhorn avatar frame. Wow! 10 legendary crests. That's freaking better than we got from the 3-year anniversary. Also, there's a promo code Card Collect that will be usable during the event. We'll make sure that we remind you of that. Also, the game grants you the following: 3 sapphires, aquamarine, topaz, citrine, ruby, tourmaline, 10 rare crests, 1 random card. That random card is going to be one of the ones that gives you the buffs we spoke of. 1 legendary item, 1 legendary weapon. Man, I'll tell you what. That stuff is pretty darn cool. 10 legendary crests throughout the event. I'm sure it's not going to come as like a mail drop, but it will come in some form of, throughout the event, you'll get a total of 10 of those. Purchase Respelliant bundles in the shop, so there's of course going to be shop stuff. While Heroes of the Hearth is live, there'll be a specific Hearthstone-inspired bundles to acquire in the shop. Purchasing any of these will grant you a copy of the Mana Flux legendary gem, a free bonus card pack for use of the heroes during the event. Now, instill terror with gilded antiquity cosmetics. So these are cosmetics that are going to be available in the shop. These are not Phantom Market cosmetics. These are ones that you would be able to purchase with orbs in the shop. All right, this is what they look like. You guys can let me know if you like the look of it or not. I think they look pretty cool. Nothing crazy, but pretty cool. We'll see if we end up getting it at all. Also, Winds of Fortune. What does that mean? It means enhanced 2 times of almost everything. 2 times experience, 2 times gold, 2 times battle pass points, 2 times normal gems, legendary gems, items. This is a great time for me specifically to get all the essences that I need to complete for my wizard, because my god, there's hundreds of them, I feel. Also, you're going to be able to get these double drops in Bestiary, Challenge Rifts, Bounties, Fishing, Dungeons, Purge the Depths, Accursed Towers, Hidden Lairs, Farming in the Wilderness, and Codex. All right? We love it when this 2 times event comes. Gives us more XP. Roll the die in Gambler's Toil. So here, one of the July 30th, battle your way in tests of your demon slaying prowess to make progress and earn rewards. Events during the week are ripe for crushing the burning hell. So basically we have Gambler's Toil, Survivor's Bane, Conqueror, Alley of Blood, Wild Brawl. Survivor's Bane is July 30th through the 6th. August 6th through August 13th is Conqueror. 13th through 20th is Alley of Blood, and 20th through 27th is the Wild Brawl. And in doing these, you can get these rewards: 2 Telluric Pearls, 12 legendary items, 4 set items, 10 one-star legendary gems, 800,000 gold, 2,800 scrap, 240 enchanted dust, 28 aspirin keys, and 16 normal gems. Now, Slay in Trial of the Hearth. So this is basically Trial of the Horde, but notice all of these cards in the graphic that are being thrown right here, okay? Basically, you're going to be doing Trial of the Horde. At the start of Trial of the Horde, you're going to be able to choose a buff. You're going to select one of those cards that you've unlocked. Those cards are going to offer you a buff. Those are the ones that we looked at earlier in this video and in previous videos more in depth. And those buffs can drop as orbs for you in Trial of the Horde, or in this case, Trial of the Hearth. Those are going to just be modifiers. It's going to be pretty cool. I think it'll be pretty fun. For Trial of the Horde, I like that it's really easy in and easy out too. It's not an extensive game mode. I think that's a win right there, implementing it there. Then we have the Fractured Plane. They are calling it the Enchanted Planes. Fractured Plane is now also going to give you modifiers from those cards that you've unlocked. So Fractured Plane and Trial of the Horde are the 2 game modes affected by the cards that you're going to be attaining throughout the event. All right, should be pretty cool. Then we have the 2-star Mana Flux Legendary Gem. It had some skill lockouts that I thought was kind of cool. This is at rank 10, keep in mind. Generate 10 mana over 20 seconds, and upon reaching 10 mana, using a skill will consume all of your mana to play a card. If you are above 50% maximum life, you play Ragnaros, who hurls a fireball at nearby enemies as long as there are enemies nearby. If you're below 50% maximum life, you play Acidic Swamp Ooze, who spits acid at nearby enemies. Both attacks deal 310% base damage plus 1,217 to enemies within the area. Additionally, Ragnaros' attack burns enemies for 30% base damage per second for 4 seconds, and Acidic Swamp Ooze attack silences enemies, preventing the use of their skill for 4 seconds. Now, there's going to be a drop here as well. Check this out. You can get better drops for it. This gem is only going to be available during the event, as you could see, from July 30th through August 26th. So a little bit less than a month to get this gem. Then you won't be able to attain it anymore. So you'll be able to get it through packs. You'll be able to get it through the market. You'll be able to get it through the event. And then after the event is over, you'll only be able to get these things through Telluric Pearls. Keep that in mind. Now, we have new familiar cosmetics that are coming as well. These are freaking awesome. I really like that they're bringing a lot of different familiar cosmetics. We're going to have Core Rager and Lil Ragnaros coming, and these do give you small buffs. Purchasing any bundle in the in-game shop while the event is still live will get you the Core Rager skin, while Little Ragnaros will be granted on your 8th draw of the Moon Scion Phantom Market. So that's what we're talking about next. The Phantom Market is where you get the second cosmetic, but the first one, if you buy anything in the shop, it could even be a 99-cent pack, you'll get yourself that cosmetic. So it's not free, but it's cheap if you want the first one. Now, here is the Phantom Market. Moon Scion Phantom Market cosmetics, definitely themed for Hearthstone. They definitely also have a World of Warcraft feel to them, and they really remind me greatly of Warcraft Rumble. All right. Do you like the cosmetics? Remember, these are cross-class cosmetics. They come with a cross-class portal. They also come with some class-bound cosmetics, and if you do the full draw, it costs approximately $170. Okay, up to you if you like it enough to do something like that. We have some feature updates. Elder Rift gem pool changes. To keep only 16 legendary gems in the drop pool for Elder Rifts, we'll be removing the following gems from the table: Frozen Heart, Moss Thorn, and Respite Stone. Interesting. Survivor's Bane Druid Skill Edition. We're adding the following Druid skills to Survivor's Bane: Werewolf, Werebear, and Surging Stone. Those are the 3 best ones. That's a win. Looking forward to that. Note that Surging Stone will be unlocked by completing the in-game achievement to fully upgrade 2 Druid skills in a single match. All right, so you're going to want to upgrade Werewolf and Werebear, and then you could unlock Surging Stone. New Survivor's Bane changes. We're adding a new buff to Survivor's Bane called Reveal, which allows players to see the location of the nearest health pool. Oh, nice. And when they have less than 30% life remaining. Additionally, we're reducing the damage of the Countess Bat Barrage attack. Wow. Okay, so we've all been in the position where, oh no, I'm about to die in Survivor's Bane. I need to find the health pools, pots. Well, now they're going to kind of guide you right there. And the Countess, those bats can be pretty brutal, but I'm surprised that they're actually making it a little easier. I've never had too much of a problem. We've improved the logic of the drop rate for items. If you're more likely to receive items with affixes that complement the skills you currently have equipped. You'll also be able to re-roll item drops once per game. That's huge. And some other minor bug fixes. Paragon Tree Unlock Simplification. This is cool. What do we got here? Added a new button to the Paragon Tree screen that allows you to unlock the entire tree with just a single click if you have the Paragon points. Nah, that's great. Love that. Easier, the better. Vanguard Charm Inventory Management Improvements. The quality of life update has been requested by our players, and we're excited to announce that you will now be able to lock the Vanguard Charms in your inventory. Cool. Wild Brawl Legendary Gem updates. Legendary gems that use Resonance Gems for gem power will remain active will no longer become dormant in Wild Brawl. Also very cool. Inferno 4 through 8 difficulty combat rating updates. I bet you these are going down, boys. To adjust the overall difficulty for Inferno 7 and 8, we'll be making the following changes. Inferno 8 wild monsters and dungeon combat rating reduced from 51k to 48.6. Inferno 8 challenge dungeons combat rating reduced from 51.7 to 49. Okay. Inferno 7 wild monsters and dungeon combat rating reduced from 47 to 45.4. Inferno 7 challenge dungeons reduced from 48 to 46. Adjusted the combat rating of Heliquary bosses 1 through 4 in Inferno 8. Adjusted the combat rating Heliquary bosses 1 through 5 in Inferno 8 and Inferno 7 Heliquary gauntlets. Interesting. Additionally, to help players catch up and maintain their growth closer to the server Paragon level, we're adjusting the combat rating of wild monsters and dungeons for Inferno difficulties 4 through 6 as well. Inferno 6 wild monsters and combat rating dungeon reduced from 45.5 to 43. Inferno 6 challenge dungeons combat rating reduced from 47 to 43.7. Wow, that's a big drop. Inferno 5 from 42 to 40. Inferno 5 challenge dungeons reduced from 43.7 to 41. Catastrophe 4 challenge dungeons reduced from 39 to 38, 39.6 to 38.8, and adjusted the combat rating of all Heliquary bosses from Inferno 4 through Inferno 6. That is everything from Blizzard that we can expect coming from this update. Now, what do you guys think? Is this going to be a big one? I know that the rewards are looking pretty good in this one, but is that going to be enough to call this a win? Guys, I go live every single day on the channel. Make sure that you're here so you can be part of the live streams and that you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of you guys.